What's up guys, hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Kshitij aka the Rustic Wanderer. So in the previous vlog you saw I went down to Helsinki to apply for a visa and I tried to mess around a little bit by not revealing the destination. So with this vlog I'm starting a new travel series and it's about time I reveal the destination. So let's get started. So in about 24 hours, I'm headed on over to Japan. And for those of you who don't know, a couple of years back, I was in Japan. I used to live there and spent a couple of years there. So I have a lot of fond memories and it would be real fun to see what all has changed since then. And since I have 24 hours for the moment, so I'm gonna do some laundry, do some housekeeping, and then we'll see, enjoy the day here and then head on over to the airport. So if you don't know this already, very recently Japan opened its borders again for the same kind of travels it used to have pre-COVID. But depending on your citizenship and where you're starting your journey from, you might need some extra documentations to enter Japan. So when I went there to apply for the visa, I asked the the visa council, and they told me like if I have the COVID kind of certificate to show that I've had all 3 shots, then there is no further documentation needed. But just for my own personal safety, I'll also do an antigen test at home, and I grabbed the kit on the way to the supermarket a couple of days back. So we'll do that here, so it's just 24 hours before the journey, so we can have fresh results. Just for personal safety, haven't been in contact with anyone anyways. And then other than that, you probably need your visa and the hotel and flight information to be presented at the time. At the time when you're boarding for the port. So at this, I think I'll go through immigrations at the Helsinki airport, and maybe you'll be also asked at the Japan Immigration Bureau when you first enter. So my port of entry would be from Tokyo. Although the journey continues afterwards, but more on that as we get on with the vlog. So ever since the pandemic, I have minimized my exposure. Basically, I had minimized the amount of time I spent outdoors and interacted with people and so on. So never really had to do a COVID test or anything of the sort. Just went out to get the vaccines when there was an appointment, and that's about it. But yeah, now is the first time I have to try one of these at-home COVID-19 antigen tests. So I first have to probably look up a YouTube video to try and figure out how exactly does it work, because I have no idea. It's going to be my first time. I just know that you have to put some solution on the kind of tester, and then there are some lines, and then you have to figure out whether it's positive, negative, or inconclusive. But let's read the documentation and look up some videos to try and understand how it exactly works. Okay, so I just opened the kit and this is what I found inside. So there's an instruction manual. There are 5 of these, I don't know what's it called, but this plate on which you put the sample and then you wait for the test. So whatever, test kit. And then there are these capsules of sorts with some sort of solution inside. So you take this nasal swab and then you dip it in here, then you put a drop on here, and then you wait 15 minutes for the test. Okay, so that was pretty quick. I think the test is now ready. It's settled for the line at C, and this box instructions, they say if it's at C then you're negative. So, okay, perfect. All set to travel, but for the moment there's still time. So shortly after I'll go out and eat something, because I was just checking my fridge and I cleaned out most of it. There's just one portion of the meal for dinner. So I guess I'm gonna eat something outside, so don't want to buy anything last minute to finish up everything by the time I go to the airport. So let's see what we end up eating for today for lunch. Thinking of going to some buffet or something. Had a very light dinner last night. Let's see how it goes. Finally, it's really nice and sunny today. Enjoying the walk Thinking of going to this Turkish Oriental restaurant nearby. It's a pretty close walk just across the bridge, and having a nice food coma. They should still have a buffet going on, so that should be fun. That was a really nice lunch, totally in a food coma. So trying to drag my feet on the way to home. On the way, stopped in this park, and I just realized there is this museum here, which is there. I spent a lot of time in different parts of this park. Never knew there was a museum right here. It says it's Northern Ostrobothnia Museum. For what's that? Whatever that is. Yeah, not feeling like going inside the museum, feeling a bit sleepy, so gonna find a hangout spot with the sunshine and rest up a little bit. And this is all snow cubes and ice particles, so the moisture is starting to freeze up. I guess winter is coming. Ooh. Hello. Wow, so not scared. She's curious instead. That was insane. After messing with the birds at Suomenlinna, I thought this was never possible, but I guess the squirrels here love me too. That's really cool. I've never been this close to a squirrel before. Yeah, she's back again. Close up. Huh? See that? That was so epic. I mean, I probably managed to spend a couple of minutes at least with her, but then at some point I walked away. Don't want to disturb her so much, and she seemed very one of those inquisitive kinds, and when I sat down and I put my hand forward, started trying to grab it, and we almost had a handshake. That was a really cool feeling, though her claws were quite sharp, but that's understandable because she runs up and down the tree. And yeah, I guess it's a Finnish squirrel, and they are like one of the very fluffy kinds, so they have a very thick fur. I guess it's useful for the extreme winters here, and they have like these hair along the ears as well, which makes them look like super cute and fur balls. Oh, that was a really nice experience. Immediately put a nice smile on my face, and the day just got quite a lot better. So this is the hangout spot. So this is like a quiet spot. Not very many people come to this part of the garden, so I like to spend some time here. I come here quite often, and I think I also showed this once before in the walking tour of the city vlog when I was doing that a while ago, probably same time last year or something like that. But yeah, there were no squirrels in that vlog, so this vlog is definitely a lot better. Yeah, I mean, after that experience with the birds and how they cling onto your fingers with the sharp nails and stuff, this is the second time I had interaction with wildlife here. Finally all packed and ready to go. I have one small carry-on and one bigger backpack. I'm gonna be in Japan for a couple of days, so packed accordingly. Looks like the weather is gonna be nice, partly cloudy mostly, but some days are gonna be nice and sunny like today. In Finland already it's quite cold, as that's why I have to bring the snow jacket with me today. So although probably I won't need this in Japan anyways. But yeah, it's time to head on over to the bus station, then to the Oulu airport, and then the first stop will be to Helsinki, from where the bigger leg of the journey is going to start. More on that later, but first let's head to the local airport. All done with the security and baggage check and stuff. This is a small airport, so things go pretty quickly, even if there are some a lot of people traveling at the same time. And it's 1:15, 45 minutes before the gates open. Not much to do here anyway, so maybe gonna grab a snack or something to just kill some time, and getting a little bit hungry as well, so maybe have a mini lunch. In the domestic flight they don't serve any food, it's only soft drinks or blueberry juice and water kind of things. In the international one there would be food, but there's still a lot of time before that, so gotta eat something first. Made it to Helsinki, nice and short 1 hour flight. Now comes the bigger leg of the journey. I think it's about 14 something hours from Helsinki to Tokyo. So going to the other side of the terminal for the immigration formalities, visa formalities, not really immigration. But yeah, feels good to be back here. I was here a couple of days ago when I came to apply for the visa, I think. And that's where I exited from, perhaps. And also a few other trips. Every time you go to an international flight, you cross by here anyways. All done with immigration in a couple of seconds, sitting at the boarding gate, and here they are really cool because Japan is just opening up the borders again, so they're doing like a document pre-screening for everyone just to make sure everybody has the right documents. So it's gonna be a long haul, 14 hours boarding in an hour. Finally, 14 hours later, landed in Tokyo Haneda Airport. As per Finland time, it's about 7:30 a.m. Slept quite a bit and made friends with another random guy. We were chatting in the lobby area. So he was just like grabbing some orange juice and works for Sony, I think. I was just catching up, had a really nice, fun conversation. Otherwise, yeah, I was watching movies, Minions and Batman and stuff. But yeah, feels good to be back in Tokyo airport. Looks quite different from what I used to remember, but yeah, it's been several years. Okay, all done. Grabbed the bags and stuff. Also grabbed a 4G SIM card. So here they have either limited by data or by number of days. And if you want the pocket Wi-Fi, you need a credit card, which I don't have. So the SIM card is the only option I had. And the prices are variable here. So I took the one from JAL, the airlines, Japan Airlines, the ABC SIM. For 15 days, unlimited data is about 5,400 something yen. So that's quite a big difference from another shop that was at around 8,000 something yen, and the data was capped at 10 GB or something like that. Anyways, now the plan for the trip is to head on over to Kyoto. So I'll have to take a shinkansen, the bullet train. So I have to take a metro first, get to the bullet train station, get on the bullet train. And the plan would be to explore Kyoto first, and then towards the end of the trip I'll explore Tokyo as a short stay before heading back to Finland. So let's grab the train tickets and head on over to the hotel. Grab the tickets and everything, so I'm going with the regular metro train to Shinagawa station, where you can change to get the bullet trains, or you can even go to the Tokyo station. Shinagawa is closer, and there is a direct KQ line here, so the blue line. I'm taking the Shinagawa station. It's 300 something yen for that to get to Shinagawa, and then to Kyoto was about 13,000 something yen. So that would be the bullet train. So really excited to try the bullet train after all this time. Cannot vlog inside the bullet train because they maintain pin drop silence inside. But anyways, I'll show you the interior and it will be the Nizumi. I think it's one of the fastest bullet trains here. So the one with the pointy nose, it looks really cool. To Kyoto finally. So tired, been a long day. Alrighty, so finally made it to my room. I'm staying at a hotel near the Kyoto railway station, and it's a small room, but this is a Japanese style. So this is, I'm standing at the entrance. This is the washroom right at the entrance. It's like a small, nice washroom with a bathroom attached there. It's a bathtub and shower and stuff. And it's one of the fancy ones with all the cool buttons, the typical Japanese style. And then moving further, we have a small wardrobe here. It's like a folding panel, nice and small wardrobe. And this is, it used to take me a while in the beginning to figure out what that was, but this is like a steam iron for your pants, basically. It's a very quick steam iron. I used it a few times before. And you could open this up and it becomes like a mini stand, so you could put stuff there. There's a pay-as-you-go TV, I suppose. There's a card reader there, so maybe it's paid. Then there is going to be the work desk, and this is the bed. So as you can see, it's a pretty cozy, comfy room. And there is a restaurant upstairs, so there's going to be breakfast there. I was hoping there's going to be buffet. I don't know if there is still buffet or not, because they're still opening up from the pandemic. And curious to see what this is. It's like a gift of some kind. Yeah, it's charging cables and stuff. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so with this, I'm gonna end this vlog. I'm really tired. It's been over 20 plus hours since I've been traveling. I took a bus to get to the Oulu airport, domestic flight to Helsinki, long haul to Tokyo, then a metro, then a shinkansen to get to Kyoto, and 10 minutes walking, and then finally I'm here. So been traveling for a really long time. So my head is hurting right now because of the jet lag, lack of sleep, and then there's a whole mix of Japanese with English going on in my head, because I speak Japanese. It's a bit rusty, so it's all trying to come back. So it's like, yeah, with the jet lag is not the best time to do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna play around with what's in the drawers and stuff, and make some tea and crash real soon. Really tired to be doing anything special tonight, but from the next episode we'll be exploring around, and I also have some work to do, so I'm gonna juggle work and sightseeing together. So let's see what we end up exploring in Kyoto and nearby areas. Hope you are gonna stick around, enjoy, like, share, subscribe. This is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you next time.